Moving Forward with My Education by Michael Van Dorp. 20 years ago, when I first started college at the age of 18, I chose a field that I had a lot of self-confidence in and truly enjoyed, which was machine repair. From a young age, I was always mechanically inclined, so it was natural for me to pursue a career in this field. Now, fast forward 20 years, my career path has taken me into a leadership position throughout the company. This has now changed my career path and is why I'm pursuing a degree in business administration. This reflection paper will discuss my leadership style along with my leadership traits and will provide where I need to focus on for my future development. I will also discuss how my character is reviewed among peers and downlines along with how it is leveraged in the leadership areas that I currently support. This paper will also share the information learned from assignments, case studies, and from the book How to Run Your Business by the book. Then finally, I will discuss how I will use my degree moving forward in my career and what a degree will mean to me personally. My original career path took me through 2 years of college, which aligned with a skilled trade path, then was tied into an apprenticeship program through the company I worked for. After about 4 years, I began leading crews on jobs in the field, and quickly my teams became the preferred rebuild and install group with most of our customers. I was leading these crews at the age of 23, which was unheard of since the youngest crew leader was in his mid-40s. Looking back at why our team was so successful is because of the people that made up the team. We were diverse in our thought process and would be able to challenge each other with new ideas. As a leader, I always listened to the team, and I was a true believer to lead by example, which meant I was doing the dirty work along their side. Knowing now that this was a demonstration of my character and my integrity that the team picked up on, this is the reason why they worked just as hard as I did, and we respected each other for it. Through this course and many other leadership courses that I've taken assessment tools in, it allows you to understand your normal tendencies in situations and how you may approach people from a leadership position. In this course, the assessment tool that I've taken that showed my management style, it listed me as first the team builder, then second is middle of the road, third was hard style, fourth was the soft style, and finally last was ineffective style. I agree with this assessment because I truly believe in the team builder description about this leadership style because I naturally use this for all situations. I believe that most people want to do a good job, but they need help in the understanding of the why behind the work they do and how it may affect people from a bigger picture. I also learned about my character and how to improve on the perception of myself to others, which was interesting and an eye-opener for me. Of the 5 character issues that we learned about in the chapter 4 of How to Run Your Business by the book, I was glad that the 3 of the 5 I do well with. I do not tell white lies, I give straight answers, and I always go the second mile. I feel that my strongest strength is giving straight answers and going the second mile, which is something I have done since I was little. Where I do need to focus is on keeping commitments and forgiving people from my heart. Forgiving people and forgetting what they may have done to you is challenging but not impossible. It just requires time. I've worked with a few people that have taken credit for my work, and when I confronted them about it, how the perception to the leadership team reviewed it, they understood what I was saying and made amends. It took some time, but I did forgive them, and actually now we're really good friends. This course has provided many avenues for learning and how it can be applied. We used online discussion in the forum. We wrote about case studies and read about the many leadership qualities in the book How to Run a Business by the book. In the class discussion forum, we recently wrote about another staff meeting, which was quite ironic because I just had a meeting with our new plant manager, and he almost covered all the bad traits, which was what our assignment was about. He showed up to his meeting late. He didn't have any concerns about the topics we were trying to address, and he kept talking about a certain concern that he had with some new upcoming products that really didn't have anything to do with our plan at this time. We all left the meeting puzzled. As we discussed in the forum, though, I set up a meeting to approach the manager in a one-on-one to understand what his thought process is and what he needs from us. Throughout this course, we have worked on many case studies which presented real-life examples of situations that could happen at work. I think these exercises were of great help to understand the many different points to a situation and how perception can play a role to the outcome. For example, the case study about the hospital hiring a supervisor from the outside was a great real-life scenario where internal people thought they should have had the job, and when they do not get the job, they may cause trouble for the incoming supervisor. Understanding Mary's plan on how she was going to approach the group for introductions on the first day may not have been a great plan, knowing that Juanita was angry with her. This too was a similar situation at work when I picked up another department to work with, and an individual that thought he deserved the job was trying to undermine my work. I tried to be nice to the person many times, but in the end I had to have a conversation that was not pleasant for the individual, and gave him the ultimatum to get on board or he may not be in his role for much longer. This is a rare circumstance, but it happened, and I believe that I handled it the right way. As I discussed in the beginning of this slideshow about receiving my degree, I have attended college full-time for 2 years right out of high school in pursuit of a career in skilled trades. I was very comfortable with working with my hands and thinking through complex machinery issues in a manufacturing environment. As time passed, I took a job at another company in the same field of skilled trades. After a couple of years, I was tapped on the shoulder to take on some leadership positions. Once I moved into the management side of the business, I realized that I was in competition with many people that had degrees from all over the country. I also have been pushing my kids in their school work and keep telling them that the importance of having a degree will open doors for you that will likely be closed to people that do not have a degree. So for me to get my degree has several meanings. The first is for me to help make myself more marketable. The second reason is for me to gain a bit of a safety net, just in case I may lose my job someday and need to go somewhere else in the workforce. The third, which is the most important for me, is demonstrating to both of my sons that getting a degree is very important and that pursuing a different career later on in life is okay. It may require a lot of hard work and dedication along with giving up personal time, but in the end, it will all be worth it. I'm also challenging myself to be the first one in my family to graduate from college and to be an example to both of my boys at the same time, so they understand why I talk about getting their degree completed right after high school instead of doing it the way I am and using a lot of family time. Once I have my bachelor's degree in business administration, I will start to explore opportunities where I can use my skill set to improve areas and situations. I may look to work in an area of manufacturing like project management where I can use my mechanical background along with my leadership skills to improve project deployment. I've also thought about how I can take my life experiences along with my degree to pursue a job outside of manufacturing. I have been coaching for the YMCA the last several years and have seen opportunities that the camp could pursue to increase participation and to improve their role as a Christian entity within the community. They've had a couple of directors that have passed through, but they do not seem to be focused on kids and the community as I would think they should be. I found my passion in coaching kids throughout various sports. I feel this is a time in a kid's life to influence them to be productive members of society, and through positive reinforcement, these kids would transfer the same type of mindset throughout their life to others. I truly believe this is how we as individuals can help kids lead and live a better life. For me, this is how I would like to use my degree, through opening doors into the community where I can work doing something that truly makes a difference in another person's life. In summary, this class has provided many different avenues for learning. I found that both books provide great information about leadership, character, and real-life situations, which would have you apply critical thinking on how to address a problem. This class also provided real-life scenarios through the discussion forums, which give opportunity for peers to weigh in with their thoughts while I could provide feedback on theirs. I also provided the reasons behind my pursuit towards a bachelor's degree in administration and why and what I would do once I received it. I also believe that the Christian aspect of the book, through its description of the leaders' traits among the different people of the Bible, helps me understand what type of leadership was needed at the different times in history.